We continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Answers like these that has allowed panic to set in among Democrats as Biden's communication staff fend off a barrage of questions about his continued viability as a result of his old age, with some within his party already openly calling for him to step aside.
Well, let me just step back for a minute and I guess deal with the questions that have come in about the debate. And honestly, this is something that the president has addressed himself multiple times since this past Thursday. And first of all, I want to say we understand the concerns. We get it. The president did not have a great night. As you all know, and many of you reached out during the debate, the president had a cold. He had a hoarse voice. You all heard it. That's why you reached out. But I will say this, and the president said this over the past couple of days, certainly right after the debate. He knows how to do the job. And he knows how to do the job, not because he says it, because his record proves it.
The president had Alzheimer's or any form of dementia or degenerative illness that might better inform his performance in the debate. Watch.
It's a no question. And if you don't know, why don't you, as one of his senior staff members, know?
I have an answer for you. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
It's a no. And I hope you're asking the other guy the same exact question.
Democratic Congressman Lloyd Doggett became the first elected Democrat to openly call on Biden to step down as the party's nominee. Some donors also raised the issue directly with the campaign, while former Speaker Nancy Pelosi, still backing the president, did concede in an interview that it was legitimate to ask if Biden experienced an episode or if he was suffering from a condition, a question she said should be asked of both candidates.
The reaction of Democrats was at first shock, and that gave way to horror and then panic. And that's what we woke up with this morning, and the panic has continued. I don't know how long it will last, but I know that President Biden and his team have a lot of work to do. But maybe he overprepared. It's easy to do that, and we've all done it in getting ready for a big presentation. But whatever it was awful. And it produced the worst debate performance by any major party nominee in the entire history of television debates for president.
Biden's team in full damage control mode, with a meeting planned Wednesday evening between the incumbent and Democratic governors as they seek to shore up support for the president, who's given no indication that he's ready to step aside.
He doesn't want to leave. He is fighting those who suggest that he needs to step down. He will continue to do so. From everything I've seen, he has the support of his family. I'm sure they do support him. But as far as the Democratic Party is concerned, the concerns they're expressing are behind the scenes. They're off the record. They're private. They're going to have to go very public, and they're going to have to get a delegation of impressive people together, including former presidents, for example, to go to the White House and convince Biden not to run.
When you get knocked down, you get back up.
Biden remains the presumptive nominee for the Democratic Party, with his formal nomination due at the party's convention in August. The president will also do a one-on-one interview with ABC News on Friday as part of efforts to shift the narrative away from his stagnant debate performance, amid polling that shows he's losing to Trump, in addition to a survey showing that 1 in 3 Democrats feel he should end his re-election campaign after that debate. But that will be a decision for President Biden and Biden alone. And were he to make that leap, it would be open season among Democrats to replace him. Vice President Kamala Harris would be a top contender, but that elevation would not be automatic, and so providing a level of chaos that for now seems unlikely, just months out from Election Day. Harris, for the record, has said she looked forward to serving a second term, with President Biden at the top of the ticket. Shervin Bryceby's SABC News, New York.